So I've made a couple of videos on this channel on how you can fly your drone throughout New Zealand, and one question I keep getting asked is how do you know you can get consent there, or how can you get consent to fly in a certain location? And that's what I want to try and explain in this video. Hi, my name's Thomas and I've been flying my DJI Mini 2 for the last couple of years around New Zealand. I've had a heap of fun and I'm trying my best to follow the rules and stay safe. So I hope this video helps. Okay, so a couple of weeks ago I got an offer to go on a walk down a beach I hadn't been before, and the first thing I thought about was, can I fly my drone there? So there's a few places I went to double check to see if I could or couldn't. So the first place I went to was the local council website. Now from here I wanted to see if they had any information about drones. So had a couple, I just put in the word drones, flying or drones restricted, and looked around, and eventually I found a wee article saying what parks you could and couldn't fly, and the beach where I wanted to fly wasn't on their no-fly list, which was good for me. So then the second one I went to was Dock. Now I wanted to double check to make sure that this park wasn't part of a reserve and doesn't have any protected wildlife or a restricted zone. Now when you are flying you still want to be careful of wildlife, but I just wanted to make sure that the beach wasn't managed by Dock. And it wasn't, which is great news for me because it means I don't have to apply for consent from them. And then lastly, what I did is I logged into AirShare to make sure that there were no flight restrictions for the area. And the beach where I wanted to fly was all good. There were no restrictions. So what I did is I submitted a flight 10 days before I was planning to be there, and that was accepted. So when it got to the day of filming, I checked the maps, I checked the local council, I checked public parks and spaces to make sure there are no restrictions. I then had consent via AirShare, and that way that I knew when I was flying there that to the best of my ability I wasn't breaking the rules. But what if you want to fly somewhere else? What if you want to fly somewhere that's not a beach? So this can get a bit more complicated. Firstly, the reason why beaches are a nice easy place to start is most of them are public spaces, meaning that unless there's a place or there's restrictions saying you can't fly there, you can, because it's a public space. And as long as you fly your drone in a way that's not putting others at risk, you can generally fly on most New Zealand beaches. But if you want to fly on a park or reserve more inland, that's where it gets a bit more complicated. Most of the parks and reserves managed in New Zealand, especially in the South Island, is managed by Dock. If you're going through Dock, you have to go through quite a bit of paperwork, and there's never a guarantee that you will get accepted. But if you do get accepted, you often have a permit for a month or a certain period of time to fly. Now this is really good if you're planning to film, if you're going to be there for a while, but if you're on a holiday and just passing through, it's not always easy or convenient for you to do this. So it might be easier just to find a local park or a green space where is not managed by Dock, and that way you can go for the council. But having said that, the council for your area that you want to be in still has their own rules, and sometimes you have to fill out paperwork for them, and from experience that can take a while. So I guess the answer is there's no easy solution. You either have to do all the paperwork and do it the right way and hope that you can get it all ticked off in time, or you can go to a location where you don't need to get consent. And that's pretty much it. It's one of the perks of being in New Zealand. We have these amazing locations, but a lot of them are protected. Hopefully that answers the question. If not, check out this video over here where I've talked about the basic drone rules when you're flying with a one-way license, or you can check out this video over here that you might find interesting. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.